Hello, gamers. Oh, shit. Welcome back to another amazing live stream by yours truly. How are we? Today, we are playing Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We're on the last trial, hypothetically speaking. Unless they whip out a random one like the first game did. But I think this is the last one. And I think they said we only have the 1 day for the trial. So honestly, I don't really know what's gonna happen here. I just know that it's gonna happen. And I don't really have that much else to say, to be honest. To be honest with you. What am I stepping on right now? Oh. It's a little piece of paper. I was like, hello? Hello? But yes. Enough dilly-dallying. Like I said, I don't have much to say here up front, so I'm gonna switch us over, and I'm gonna also pause the lo-fi beats, and also give you desktop audio. There we go. I was like, what am I doing? What am I also doing? Something. Okay. Continue. We're on farewell, my turnabout. No, are we investigating? Part 1, 2, investigation. I don't even know what we're doing. Can we talk? Big scoop. Apparently there's a big scoop I don't remember about. You were looking into Mr. Kurita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? Oh yeah, I think we had just broken her Psylocks. Wait a minute. Say that again. We just beat those psychic locks. So I think this is what we got from it. I don't remember if I actually clicked it, so. You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it on one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. She's like, but they don't do it like I do. What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Right. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Right. Oh, I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. Tell 'em. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But... the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. More like, sounds like you got robbed, buddy. You're being told to not spread the truth. Real. They done run off together. You're alright. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I'm bumping my drinking in the mic. I came here for my big story. I didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Listen, man, I don't know what you want from me. I didn't make that decision. Oh my gosh, I'm having a heat stroke. Y'all mind if I stroke out for a second? I came here for my big story. I didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now, anyway? Never thought I'd see a day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Me when I get on the internet and I tell lies. Stolen on the night of the murder. Tabloid article about the victim was in the case. I thought we already had that. Yeah, and I just bought that camera. Who did it? The thieves, the thieving rascal. Please don't look straight at me when you're saying that. When I find the bugger who went and done this, they're gonna pay with a bullet. And if you do that, don't expect me to defend you. Okay, this is nothing. I don't know, because I think we went in here last time. I don't know if there's more. I feel like she did it. That's all I'm thinking. I mean, because technically she's the one who's been doing, like, all the work. Oops. Hey, have you seen this camera, perchance? Okay. What do you know about this? Nothing. What do you know about... Oh, I guess you don't know about anything because my controller isn't plugged in it. Go back to the hallway, I guess. Let's go back into the hall. I don't know, like, where can we go? Oh, this is new. Or I don't know, maybe it was there for a minute.
it doesn't seem like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Great, now even Pearls is calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francesca. They said something about an investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back and try again later when they're done?
Okay, I guess that's all we can do, right, Mr. Nick?
Right. Okay. No, I don't know why anything would be different here. Anything different here? Okay, it is. He's finally back. Hey, buddy! Oh god, what voice did I give him? I don't remember what voice I gave him. Something just like, the lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Well, you know, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. What happened? Tell me again. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had the post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Corda was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his... Did I do this before? Did I not save after whatever we did last time? Because why does this feel familiar? What time is... I don't even know. I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Did I do this? About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Damn, bro. Recap. My bad. If we did do this, oopsies. I'll try to go through it fast. Man, what, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. Yeah, we definitely did this before. And he wanted to try to make a gem and ninja movie, even though we'd all know it failed. The Samurai Nickel, or sorry, the Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? Yeah, I think maybe I forgot. It's as lost as you probably are, so take your time. Or I'm as lost as you probably are, so take your time. I definitely think I've done this before, and I think maybe I didn't save when I ended stream last time, which is, interesting. I hate this because I'm like, what do you want? Like, I'm probably supposed to present you something, and I don't want to. No, because we had I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't know. What could we show you that would be... what's the word? What about this? What do you think about this article? Huh. If you're talking about her thing with Juan, I always thought she was a bit careless in the way she handled it. And that's it. That's it. Do you know anything about this? You know anything about this? Or this? Or this? I don't think he knows anything about any of this. I don't think he knows anything at all, period, actually. Have you... Oh, dude, I forgot about this. Please tell me, what did you see on the night of the murder? Oh my god, she's got 4 locks.
Please, Mystic Maya's life is...
Ah, but you haven't given me my present yet. Let's see. I'll only tell it to you if you can bring me Juan's autograph.
What an unreasonable request. You might as well have asked for the moon. Okay, here, let me... Oops. Let me see what the first question is, and we'll see what's up. Well, let's see what's up. What you witnessed.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please, tell us what you saw.
But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense. I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Wait, what am I supposed to give her? I definitely don't have his autograph if that's what she's actually asking for. You know? So can I do this? What do y'all think? I'll give you what you want. What does that mean? I mean, she wants him, right? Take this? I don't want to click it because I'm definitely getting a strike off. Listen, here, have this picture of him. It's not autographed, but it's a picture of him.
You're on God's lawyer, aren't you?
Well, yes, but...
Then forget it. There's no way I'm telling you.
Dang. But why?
I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply that you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. I don't know what she wants. Like, what? She didn't even say anything. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. What do I need to give her? Damn it. I mean, does she say anything if I present this to her? Do you say anything about anybody? What about him? Because we did this. We talked about this already. Dang it, now I shouldn't have clicked it. We clicked it okay. What you witnessed. Let me see what she says again. Please tell me what you see on that night. Do I actually have to get an autograph? How do I get an autograph? Please. Wait, where would I get? Maybe we don't have one, do we? What do we have? Glossy photo of Maya pushed onto me. Okay. Press conference ticket. Radio transceiver, Lotta's camera. Hotel guide map. Crime photo. Guitar, wine glass. Magazine clipping. But she doesn't even react to this one, right? I want to present. Can I present this? Nope. She said I won't talk about rumors. Okay, maybe I don't need to talk to her right now. Let's go back. Did I show you this? No. You know about this? No? What about this? Oh, wait. I'm guessing you've seen this case before. It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The bright red guitar. The Jammin' Ninja signature item.
But if the guitar is so important, how could he forget it for the award ceremony?
That does seem a little strange. I'm pretty sure we had that already, though. Let's go back to their rooms. Maybe there's like an autograph something in his actual like room. Oh wait, yeah, right there, bruh. Wait, there it is. I missed this.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Kurita's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like that.
Ah, it's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing? It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Mr. Kurita's autograph added to the court record. Okay, I think that's all we needed in here. How did I miss that, bro? Right there on the damn table. I clicked everything else, but I didn't click that specifically. Like, I clicked on this, hence why it's checkmarked. I clicked the table, but not, like, the thing itself. Because I assumed if I clicked the table... Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay, well, I guess now we have exactly what we need. It really just be one... You be missing one thing, bro. Alright. Wrap it up, I got you. Alright, we can skip this part. Alright, I'll give you what you want. This.
That's Swan's autograph.
Yes, it is.
And it even says "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
As if there's no other Wendy's in the world. Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think that Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. And how about an exchange?
Oh, wow, she must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you. Fine, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart, all for my dear Swan.
Yippee! Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. God damn, I know, right? I was like, dang, I have to find 4, and then she was like, nah, that item is worth all 4.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no!
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet minding my own business.
And did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a certificate or 2 out of it, maybe more.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. On Guard hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about details like that. I just know he did my poor dear Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken.
A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did.
What did Mr. On Guard ever do to her to deserve this? Be her fave. I see it in K-pop all the time. What did Mr. On Guard do to you to make you so...
You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan.
Mr. Nick,
What is it?
what's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about it when we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean?
Ugh.
How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans, and by that I mean a sussing. I stalk him for fun. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Miss On Guard did what you say he did? Sorry, mister? Did I say miss?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Ugh, of course, a tabloid.
Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? So this is what the elderly get up to in retirement? Pretty much. Except I don't even think Wendy's retired, bro. She's still working. She's out here working a 9 to 5. My fault, though. I mean, I guess there's that. Dude, I can't think of anything else to do here. I'm gonna go see if Gumshoe's back. Gumshoe's back from the meeting. Alright, let's go. Oh my gosh, you guys. I almost did it again. It's the 3rd month. And it's the 3rd of the month, and I haven't done what I need to do. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Where's my thing? Hold on. Wake up. It's the 1st of the month. I brush my teeth to count up. Bow, bow, bow. This is me. I'm just doing some karaoke for you while cuz there's no music. So I have to be the music myself for you just to, you know, like make it less silent. Less silent for you. Okay. There we go. I have to do an extension of like 3 days to make up for it. Or 2 days or whatever, because I missed the 1st and the 2nd. My sister was like, I looked at your stream yesterday and QM didn't have his pride clothes on. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. I just forgot. He's gotta be in uniform. He's gonna be in uniform, for real. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Well, he can't be nice to us in front of everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Because there's nothing to be happy or friendly about, pal.
What do you mean by that?
Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight.
But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Oh, he looks like such a kicked puppy. Alright, airtight evidence. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight?
I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's 2 big pieces.
2?
And both of them are in this photo.
Ew, tomato juice.
The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest.
That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard.
Yup, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai special pants.
Dude, that button is huge. You think you would notice if you got it caught in your clothes. And the second one is
the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Well, listen, I definitely know it's the assistant. She's able to, like, you know, put stuff in his costume he probably doesn't even notice. And then also, that's probably the same knife he used for dinner, so his fingerprints were already on it. And if she's wearing gloves, bro, this case is open and shut, bro. I know exactly who did it and how she did it. 100%.
The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife are in his chest, to be exact. On the knife in his chest.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're mad on guards.
Tomorrow's trial. Talk about stuck between a rock and a hard place. Airtight testimony? So what about this airtight testimony?
It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag.
I thought so.
What do you mean, you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal?
Well...
And I even told her not to open her that mouth of hers and to blab to anyone.
Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me.
Yeah, well... Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way!
Okay, well that's it. So I must have to show you something. What can we show you? Have you seen this camera? Okay, no. Hotel guide map. He just showed me that picture. What do you know about this? What can you tell me about this guitar case?
Oh, that. This is just what I heard, pal. But that's a Gem and Ninja signature item.
But the guitar wasn't in his hotel room.
Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most important and famous item to an award show.
It's starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all. Do you know about this wine glass?
The stuff in that glass is tomato juice, pal.
Tomato juice?
I heard the victim really loved that stuff. Favorite drink in the world, he fucking loved V8, bro. Sorry, pal.
It was his favorite drink. First time I've heard that. Guys, if you love drinking tomato juice, let me hear you say hell yeah in the chat.
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves.
The scandal with Miss Corita. Or sorry, why do I keep saying Miss? Mr. Corita, but why? Listen, I just want to, you know, put out on the record that I, myself, am not a tomato juice or tomato fan at all. And I did want to just see if anybody would say anything, just so I could judge you. Low-key, sorry.
Well, 2 years ago, a woman
committed suicide. Why did I just get, like, a subliminal messaging, like, flashing across my screen? What was that? Was the woman her sister? The woman, you know, obviously the person who committed suicide, her sister, her being, that Adrian girl, the manager.
Suicide?
Her name was Celeste Impacts. And she was Juan Corita's manager.
Oh, okay, he had a manager.
The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor?
A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about it, pal? Of course I do. They should make the managers 1v1. That would be a fun court case. If only she wasn't dead. Can you? Oh, I thought I ran over my freaking phone wire. I was like, why are you even around? I'm not even using you. Get out of here. She was the victim's manager, was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide. Now those two are linked again by another death. Well, maybe it's just a coincidence, but... Oh my god, he's dead. Hello, Francisco. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Mrs. Von Kommer! You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't? You don't mean... I do. Scruffy, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye.
That's...
Wait! Please wait, sir! If I don't get this month's pay, I'll Quiet! If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who? That voice? Edgeworth? It's been a long time, right?
This person... This is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Franziska. She's not happy to see him, but you know who is happy? Me!
Miles Edgeworth!
My Pookie, my wife, he's home. Yeah. Yeah. I missed my wife. I missed him a lot. Here, we'll even celebrate with one of these.
Day and night.
Yeah.
What? I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind. What?
You? How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you just talking about the Von Karma family creed, to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine and I'll never have it handed over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Phoenix is like, okay, so I'm just supposed to pretend like this isn't the most wild-ish I've gone through. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her right. That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing.
You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? Guys, play that one Inside Out clip. Hold on 1 second though. Just what is going on inside his mind? And it's just a clip of them making out. Real, actually. Proof of Von Karma blood. A lot of things may have happened. However, oh my god, bro, I'm having a stroke. However, Manfred Von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is a proof of a Von Karma. Well, listen, I've ruined both of your streaks. Actually, I ruined all 3 of your streaks. Feels good, bro. I technically decimated the entire family, bruh. Listen, it took Miles Edgeworth's dad 20 million years. Phoenix Wright did it in 1 day. Technically, he did it in like 3 days, but you know. We're gonna count the one trial where it happened as the thing, as the one. And a perfect win record is proof of Von Karma. 1 year ago, you cannot establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Why stand in court? Well, with Franziska, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only for their own ego-driven goals, those kinds of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Well, enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Look at this new sprite they got on him acting cocky as hell. I should punch you. Okay, what can I present you? I'm just gonna send you everything. Nothing. Maybe it's more like people related. He's like, bro, if you need help, let me know. Okay, help me then. Okay. No. 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 Oh, wait, there was something there. What did he say? Oh, God. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? I think maybe he said something about hearing rumors. Is there a log? No. But that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Here, let me do it again. There's an interesting rumor about this man. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. That is true. He said, I don't want to talk about that bitch. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impax died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there is still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished? Huh? What can you say about you? Nothing. He looks like a smug cat, bro. Is that it? I think that's all I have. I've presented everything. Oh, missing suicide note. Okay, here we go. Almost left. Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? Oh, we do in this case. I don't know what that means, but yeah, we do in this case. Hello. And then he goes back to that deadpan facial expression. Listen, he can't help it. He can't help it. But how do you know Miss Impax had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note? But why? What if she was pregnant? That's my guess. As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? Okay. Can I see it? Deceased Celeste Impax found by Juan Corrida. Was her suicide note hidden? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here is the second part. The second part is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name is Adrian Andrews.
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't even seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman. That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. I think that's it. that it? Oh, this changed. I guess there can only be 4. I mean, I guess they would probably only be able to fit like 4 options on like the DS screen. Or, I don't know if this game came out for GBA too. But I think it came out on the DS only. But I don't know. It could have been on GBA. Because this has only been the second game. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she... Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that...
Is that what they call following someone to the grave?
After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. Oh. Is that why she, whatchamacallit? Yup. I'm solving it, bro. Y'all, I'm connecting all of the dots, right? So, she, being Adrian, I feel like she blames Juan for the death of her mentor. Because he's like, oh, maybe she feels like, oh, if she never became your, if she never became your manager, like, she wouldn't have, like, killed herself or whatever. So, she purposefully got herself like in a relationship with Juan so she herself could leak information to the press and make a scandal so that way she could pin the murder that she was going to commit on her client, because then it would make it look like he was doing it, and she has access to all his stuff, so it's easy for him to frame, or sorry, it's easy for her to frame him. Yep, I've clocked it in, bro. Connected the dots. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others? When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then, that means her super confident attitude, it's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible, damn. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Unless I can present this now. Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true. Miss Andrews, to think that behind that unwavering brave front, she's hiding this weakness and fear. I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright. Still as stuck up as ever. I think that's all we can show him. Where should we go now? Is there more to show him? I'm not sure. Actually, I did not mean to go into the lobby. I actually did want to go into the hallways. Sorry. Let me go back into this room. Let me talk to her. Let me talk to her.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
Oh my god, bro. I hate her. I hate her. She's so annoying. I'm so sorry if you love Franziska. I just like, she's just like, her role of annoyance, of like being there just to like make my life difficult is making it very difficult for me to like her. What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so you've got some nerve following me around. Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls.
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Me? Following after Scruffy, don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. You have a tracking device on him?
What is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews.
Yes?
Think hard about what you just about what we just discussed. Understood?
All right.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
I think I can say with certainty that she is one of my least favorite characters, ignoring the literal criminals. No, yeah, the actual criminals, they weren't even on the table, bruh. Don't even worry about it. No, yeah, she's just like the only thing that she has going for her is that, like, I like her fit and, like, her aesthetics visually. And, you know, like, I do like that she is, like, girl bossing, but, like, she's being mean, and I don't like that. She's, like, hitting people, and I don't like that she could just do that with no consequences. But if I did that, bro, oh, boy. Wouldn't be hearing the end of it, trust. Motive for murder? You know something, don't you? About why Mr. Corrida was murdered. This has gotta have, like, 6. Oh, only 4?
Why are you asking me? Don't tell me you can see inside my heart.
No, but I can see the locks you have on your psyche.
If you don't remove her locks...
Yeah, it's worthless to even ask. Let me present, because I don't remember what she's asking for. Like, okay, Zero Suit Samus, but with glasses. I want to know what her pants look like. Like, what is she wearing? Is this just a top? Is it a weird dress? What color pants is she wearing? I'm guessing white, but I don't know. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engarde's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask questions for which I have no answer? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida.
You were not that close?
That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person.
You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not?
A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story.
As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Note to self, stay on our good side.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that.
I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita, as if there was ever such a need.
Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? This person? Celeste Impacts, your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste?
Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker. You may have a future yet as a slimy mudraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
Miss Andrews?
There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you are completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, go back.
I didn't mean to do that.
Hopefully pick. Oh no, I have to redo it all over? Weak. Okay, well, at least I know what to click right now. Okay, so it's this one. And then the next one is her mentor. Take that. Okay, skip through this. I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way it resolved because she tried to krill herself. Get a hold of yourself, huh? Oh, oopsies. Maybe it was the other one. There's no mystery surrounding her death, none. Is that true? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Maybe it's this? Just her suicide note? Right? Right? That's the only thing I can think of. We'll try this one. If not, oof. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? Looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like, maybe the person who discovered her body. Mr. Kurita.
Juan?
And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. This is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita.
I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what's going on in others' lives.
That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste impacts with someone very special to you. Okay, now it's the attempted. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through with what?
Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself.
Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop!
Oh?
When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
I mean, I dropped my phone on the floor because I was trying to pull my blanket.
Oopsies.
Knock that shit clean off the desk. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita, of hiding the note. And you were like, I gotta kill that bitch. Which, like, you know, fair enough. I mean, I don't support it, but I understand it. I get why. Let me move this over. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
It was, why was the victim killed?
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Me?
This Impacts was everything to you. In a totally normal way. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she was killed, why she killed herself. Even commit murder.
Murder?
Yippee! Noted for murder.
It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews.
This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry.
You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you?
Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth.
After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note.
And that someone was one. Oh my god. Ah! My controller! Oh my god, I keep dropping shit on the floor. Bro, I'm like, why does my controller work? The controller in question. Oh my gosh. Like, knocked everything on the floor. Not everything. I did, like, my controller, and then I have to fish up the wire again. Okay, there we go. You go here, okay? And you get plugged back in, please. I'm just glad it didn't break off inside of it. That would have been annoying. Okay. There was, that someone was Juan Corrida.
Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. Freddy, that thing's gonna get me.
Oh my gosh. I'm still running over my blanket, for fuck's sake. So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, correct? She's like, I guess so, damn.
Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning.
Pearl's like, what the fuck is going on right now? She don't know nothing. I don't know why, but I just have a fondness for Adrian. I can't stand Lotta, but Old Bag is the freaking worst. Oh no, yeah. Old Bag is one of the worst. And I'm especially like, bro, leave Miles Edgeworth alone, you freaky old lady. Damn.
But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it.
Promise? You pinky swear, Adrian? Don't be playing right now.
It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so...
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews? If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live.
Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first.
Thank you for your discretion.
Listen, I mean, if I gotta spill some beans, I'm unfortunately gonna have to spill some beans. I apologize.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
Sure, Pearls. What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
Right. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Freaky card.
Huh? Oh, this?
Yeah, you know, the card that's in your hand.
I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag.
Dude, I completely forgot about the butler. Wait, oh my god. I completely forgot to rope him into the story somehow. Wait, what is it? It looks like a seashell?
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from.
Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On Guard in your capable hands.
Hey, thanks, man. Do we need to look around anymore? I'm gonna have a little bite of a pretzel if you don't mind. I think I have everything. Oh yeah, the knife is missing. It was he got stabbed by a gold knife. That sucks. Okay. Crunch check. Oh my god, crispy. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all of this. She hasn't slept at all, and she hasn't been, she's been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, aren't you?
Oh no! I'm okay, really. I'm fine, I really am.
You don't look fine to me. You're getting your uppies. Let's go. Let's get out of here. See you guys later. I got a tired, I don't even know how old she is. I keep forgetting. Let me check her profile. She's 8. Okay. So she's like a new 4th grader. Right? Or 3rd grader? No, old. Yeah, 3rd grader. Never mind. Because I think 4th grade is 9 to 10. And 3rd grade is 8 to 9. Must be.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Sinpak's suicide note?
That's right. He was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Oh god, hello? Hello, Right and Co law offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Yeah.
Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well.
Ask my...
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off.
Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry. Mia!
I have a message from Maya, so come ask me anything you want to hear about her.
Maya's situation, I guess? How's Maya?
She's safe for now. What? That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left, and I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper? The kidnapper. What's he like?
I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
And?
She didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
When you were with her? Date? time? Location?
I'm starving.
Oh, sorry, that's not my Maya voice. My bad.
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. If I don't do something to the door first, I don't think I'll be moving anywhere.
I actually meant to do examine first anyways.
There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see.
What do you mean? There's like a full light on right now.
Huh? Someone dropped a card here. It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card.
It's their calling card, bro. It's the Phantom Thieves, but worse. It's the evil Phantom Thieves. I don't even know what that would be. What would that name even be? Like, reverse.
What's this? It feels like there's a lot of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty.
Listen, man, beggars can't be choosers, Maya.
Drat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. And then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here that I could use. Ah, that's it! This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I feel like using this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. Click. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting, or worried.
Do you think she's actually getting out, chat? I don't know. March 22nd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. Bonk, bonk. Anyway, sorry. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way! That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Oh, hey, Mia. Mia. We must get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Very well, let's get going. Oh god. I guess we're getting a little pep talk before we go in. It's him.
This is right. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well. When I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Grr. For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world could you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once the trial starts, and even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win today's contest, if you please.
Wait. The kidnapper sent me a present? What do we think it's gonna be? Alcohol? What would that do? Oh, because we were touching the wine. Never mind. The bodily givers? The what? Mr. Lawyer Dude? Who was that? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Yeah, no, that was nobody. It has nothing to do with you, so just forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Bro, I am not Pinocchio. Hello? How can court be in session when fucking Francisca's not here? Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Unger. I'm sorry I'm eating fucking trail mix in the middle of a game where I have to talk. But Mimi need a little snack. I can't help it. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. What? Shot? This is tea.
Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about.
Oh, God. You might just be right, Mia. His present?
Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have that answer. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Phew. You're... I thought he'd show up. Your Honor? Due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. Huzzah! Oh my god, it's just like the old days!
All my fellas.
Yeah! Just me and Miles Edgeworth fighting each other. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Look at his stupid ass. I can't wait for him to do that damn finger wag, and it pissed me off. I'm like, don't you fucking finger wag at me, Miles Edgeworth. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt On Guard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Oh boy, okay. Witness your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe? The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight.
Yeah. If we could have to be... It would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrido, was found dead in this hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believed he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Bet. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room. Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant were alone in their room, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Dog, what the fuck am I even supposed to cross-examine here? What? What? Like, he just said a bunch of random stuff. I mean, I guess what he said, it wasn't important to the murder. Like, that's kind of, like, not true. Maybe I'm gonna press this. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gateway Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently taken the case with him, sir. You mean he forgot to put the guitar in the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all.
Our first order of business should be to gather more info from his testimony. But there might be a trap set up for us somewhere. Maybe. However, setting off traps is a part of a lawyer's job too. If you say so. Of course, we're supposed to escape from them too, wouldn't you say?
The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered. How do you know he was definitely murdered? The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Corrida was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal.
Take a good hard look at that crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention will be drawn here to his bandana. Banana. What? His bandana, sir. That's a thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. Then, what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. Okay, we got the autopsy. First, we thought something, there was something suspicious. Oh, what was suspicious? And why did you think that? Because it was empty, Belle. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Okay. Only the victims, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's what he said, Phoenix. Mr. Phoenix, right. I see. So much for my theory, then. I guess it'll just remain a game theory. I believe that is enough. Oh, is it now? I didn't even present nothing. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why, then, did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was a reason to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edward's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Oh, gosh. Okay, here we go. This is... I know he said to prepare for it to be rough, but, like, I'm not prepared. Matt Ungod and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for the evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume and was found in Mr. Ungod's hakama. Hakama? I don't know. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. Damn, bro. You even know what the word premeditated means? So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Knife. And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? Jammin' Ninja's button.
Objection!
No! Objection! Objection! Take that! Hello, bot. Hello. All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor.
Ready to give in yet, right? You know damn well I'm not. Don't even play with me right now, Miles Edgeworth, you son of a bitch. I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
And you can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions.
Why? Okay.
What do we want to press? I don't know. To be honest, I don't remember anything he said. They were huge rivals with each other, maybe of the Marvel variety. I don't know. They were in each other's way. As for evidence, there's the Gem and Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume. And so, like, that is true. That is true. The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife, which is true. The defendant brought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. Should I be pressing this, y'all think? To be honest, I didn't even look at any of the new evidence we got. So let me start with the autopsy. Time of death, 8:15 p.m. Cause, strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Oh, I mean, he did strangle with a knife first, and then stab. Like, why would he have strangled him if he brought the knife? You know what I mean? Bears the victim's blood and on guard's fingerprints in the grip. Gatewater is engraved. Oh, or maybe because Gatewater is the hotel, and it's like, no, he didn't premeditate this murder because he got the knife at the hotel. It was ripped from his costume, is covered in Kurita's blood. Found in Unguard's Hakama. Do you say Hakama? Hakama? I don't know. Because it says the defendant brought the knife for the crime, but he didn't. Wait. I'm gonna object to this. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client brought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh? It has Gatewater seal, a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I heard that name somewhere before. That's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. Hello? Uh-oh. Listen, it's not your fault because nobody else fact-checked that first. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel. Which means this murder was not premeditated. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? I think the crime, whether the crime was premeditated or not, has been already determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough to not realize this. But I didn't know. Oh. Because he's not gonna have a job. But I didn't know. Oh. The question is, where did this knife come from? Why, that's obvious it came from the victim, Mr. Kurita's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt on guard's knife was missing. Mr. On guard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. It just looks like a fucking butter knife. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. Okay. Okay. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven that this was a premeditated murder.
Oh, baby, she wanna dance with the ghost. She wants to leave me, huh?
Okay.
Edgeworth, the boy is back.
Oh my gosh, he is! Yippee, 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 yippee. Also, hello, Blackbeard. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for the 14-month resub. Holy shit, you are the goat. Here, I'll give you one of these as well. Yo! And an excuse me, my little snack. Hello. Oh my god. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction, bro. They stay glazing prosecutors. I hate prosecutors as a breed. Take them out back. It seems like Edgeworth has this plan from the very beginning. Had this. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There's quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? Huh? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. Right. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well, Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out to sound the end of our defeat. Yeah, this is Mia right now, possessing, Pearl's body. This is, Maya's sister. I'm gonna say yeah, I do. There's one. Miles is like, what the fuck? One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance and only one. Okay, I'm assuming if I mess up here, it's like, I'm sorry, it's an insta-kill, and I have to start all the way over, and I really don't want to do that again. What the judge is saying right is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess up, it's curtains for all of us. Oh my god, the full red flashing bar is stressing me out. Wait, Pearl, the baby one? Yeah. When mediums channel spirits, the body physically changes to match the spirit being channeled. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important piece of evidence that you must show the court? Okay, it's not this. I don't think it's this. Not this. Not the camera. Because that doesn't prove anything. I don't even think we actually have the camera. This is public. This is a map. They have this. Do they have this? Because they have this. This. Not. We don't want to show that. They have this, this, and this. Because this is not relevant. This is not relevant. Because the camera. We're not talking about cameras or anything yet. We're not talking about this yet. Because, again, Miles already knows about this. So I feel like he probably already has this ready to go. This we already talked about. This is just a map. We haven't talked about this. I'm going to say this. This is the only thing out of everything that I have that, like, I don't know if we've, like, mentioned or, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know. This is, like, the only line of thinking that kind of makes sense. Oh, it's because, Maya normally is the one, but whenever Maya's, like, not here, Pearl is the one that has to help instead. And, you know, Maya's kidnapped right now, so we need our little medium. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over was everything else in this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. The child is like, bruh, what the... what the fuck? Well, what do you all have to say? Everyone was like, bro, be so for real right now. But he's like, it's suspicious. Bro, it's suspicious. Trust me. Trust me. Well, yes, it's a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now, right? Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? No, because where would she get that out? There's no way. If I appear weak here, then this trial's over. I didn't even think about that for a second, and maybe I should have. Like, I just, like, ran. I was like, you know what? Yeah, that makes no sense. And I've been like, let me think about things. Does that make sense? That does not make sense. But, you know, I said it, so I'm going with it. I can look for my proof later. Oh, God. I hope this doesn't fuck me over, please. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. You're right. let's move forward with certainty. We just gotta never back down, never what?
They might just fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough.
Alright, see, Maya believes in me. Let's go. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned this situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any, he's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have evidence to support it. What? You're not thinking hard enough today, Mr. Wright. Did you think the wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course, it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victim nor the defendant's. Rather, they were the one Adrian Andrews.
What?
That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrida. But upon seeing the dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now, do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard about this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
Another witness?
Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
I don't know. I don't know, Mia. He's going crazy.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
Witness, your name and occupation.
Gotcha! G-O-T-H-C. Oh, fuck. I don't know how to spell.
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh, Edgy boy. It's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? Blink, 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 blink. You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand.
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do.
All the bag, wet blink, for real. And I am a lawyer. I do have to question everything, because everything and everybody is sus. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know.
Oof! Shush! Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam. No, please. No, please. By all means, interrupt her, please. Anyways, witness your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard. He's saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say something so silly.
Right.
After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
Little does she know they're the same age. But those two were the same age. Oh yeah, were.
Anyway, as I was saying...
What were you saying?
I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well, please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
What you witnessed.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room, keeping an eye out for them whippersnappers. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time.
I don't know why they keep letting this lady have jobs.
That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room.
Right?
It was on guard. Not on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
You can't just say shit like that on the stand, bro. I see. Well, Miss Ray, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, listen, lady. You're a goddamn liar, and you're blind. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna gaslight her. Actually, I don't even think I need to gaslight her. I do just think she's wrong. Okay. After I was paced in front of the hallway, there was something I was interested in finding out. You know, I bet it was about the rumors. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. He was on guard, not on guard. He was trying to sneak his way. I think we should press this, because I want to know, like, how she knows it's Matt. I want to know, like, did she see him clearly, like, describe what you saw, you know, or is she gonna lie? I hope she doesn't lie, because that's gonna be inconvenient for me.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us, really bad.
But that's how the human mind is, and it also has the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
Because that's because you're not the one who has to question her. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to that last one. Oh my god, it's so funny just seeing her. No, god damn it. We're gonna try it again. Okay. Press. You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Yes, say.
Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Deja vu, I just been in this place before. High up on the stairs. Sorry. Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. The person's face, what the person was carrying, the person's clothes. I say clothes. Clothes or face, right? Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does matter.
Now what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket.
Ah, he was wearing that at the detention center, too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right. So, Mr. Wright, what was this testimony just now? Important or relevant in any way? It was very important, I think, right? Sure. Of course it was important, Your Honor. How dare you question Wendy Oldbag? Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright. Witness, please.
Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's just all for show.
Okay, I'm assuming we have to do something with this one. I don't know what we were going to present, though. Ripped off the costume, is covered in Karita's blood. Oh, yeah, how can it be found if he's wearing that fit? How can it be in this? Is that work? Because they said it got caught in his, like, his hakama. But how could it be caught in that if he wasn't wearing it at the time of the murder? What are you talking about? Miss Oldbag?
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's in button number 2 on Jammin' Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here. Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this.
Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. Bro, she's probably gonna lick the blood off like a freakazoid. This button was discovered on Mr. Unguard's body during a full body search.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal on guard.
it was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai oh my god, Hakama pants. Sorry, I can't. I'm like, I don't know how I want to say it. I'm like, haba.
See? And on guard is the nickel samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt on guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry.
Why are you so good at those rattle noises? I don't know.
Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, maybe, but instead I have to put up with wearing this. This outfit is hideous, right? And I've got a tape recorder, and it's heavy, so heavy I wish I could switch to CDs and keep the dream alive for the kids. Do you understand? Now, I don't know if you look in the mirror, but your clothes are ugly and disgusting, and you need to do a documentary.
Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the nickel samurai. Holy shit, that almost got crazy. Oh my god. That almost got crazy. I'm so sorry.
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
No, they wear 2 different clothes. Miss Oldbag, this is very important. This is a very important point we're talking about. One small slip up from being absolutely canceled. Bro, it's okay. I'm half black. I could say half the word. We're safe. Which is true. I'm not lying about the being half black. I am. My father is black and my mother is white. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Listen, I've said this before that I'm gonna one day, because I stumble over my words constantly. I'm gonna stumble into saying something, and it nearly happened. That's crazy. If I didn't have that hard K sound, that would have been crazy. I'm sorry, I'm still reeling. That set my heart starting to pound.
Edgy Boo, don't you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Witness. Think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Bro, I don't know how they keep letting these bitches on the stand. Like, listen, if you mess up, like, once, I don't even know if you should be allowed a second time. But if you mess up a second time, you definitely are not coming back a third. Be so for real right now. Oh my gosh.
If you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Who I saw? Who did we see?
On guard, yeah, now I remember. The nickel samurai. That's right, it was the nickel samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He just had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
But then there would be blood on the costume, wouldn't there? I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Youngins today. I told you there's no way it was anyone else. How do you know? Because I said so, and what I say is the truth. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay, on guard. Yes, now I remember. What do you remember? The Nickel Samurai. You saw him, right? But are you sure you saw him? What else do we have? Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to do that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So you must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume that when he was stabbing poor Juan. Okay, don't lie now. Do you think he actually did it? Are you capping? I really have to pee, you guys. How do you know? How do you know it was him, though? Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, I, wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court, so what? See? And look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Girl, what are you saying right now? Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies? Always, to be honest.
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough?
Is it? Got an achievement. Judge Wagner pressed Oldbag's claim that it was something. I didn't get to read the whole thing, but I got an achievement. Yippee! Okay, well, before we continue pressing on any further, I'm gonna do a quick, BRB. Damn, girl. Sorry, I'm not, like, actually tabbed. I'm not tabbed out properly. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna do the text BRB because I'm hopefully gonna be really fast. Enjoy the Ace Attorney music. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We're back and I'm ready to solve. I'm ready to solve this case, brother. Okay. Okay, what do we need to be pressing? We're not, or presenting? I don't even know. I don't even know. Okay. Okay. We pressed this and we didn't really get anything from that. Maybe it'd be convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder. Hold on, I gotta put my blinky back on. I just like ran back over and was like, I'm back. I don't know why I never like situate myself and then come back. Instead, I decided to come back and then situate myself. You know, just to be like, hey, I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry.
I'm here. Hello?
Okay. You had to go to that post stage. He must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. But he didn't stab him. He got like choked out. What do we have? Okay, we got this. Glossy photo, no. I don't think it's this stuff. Not this yet. Not this or this or this. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just look at it. Dang, bro. There's a lot of she in this picture. And I feel like a lot of it's nonsensical. I don't think this is anything to do with it. There's the victim's blood and Unguard's fingerprints. The button was ripped from his costume. Is covered in Kurita's blood found in Unguard's Hakama. I don't know. I mean, but he didn't actually stab him because, like, look, there's only blood on the tip. But, like, I don't know. What do I don't know what to present. Here to go. So we don't have anything about his costume, so we can't use that one to present something to. He had to go to that post-ceremony show. And I don't have anything about that. The only thing, because this is talking about stabbing, and the only thing I have that relates to stabbing is the fucking knife itself. So, I don't know. Please take a look at this. What are we... Wait, are we looking at something? About how there's only, like, blood at the tip? Don't pause on that.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. You were trying to scare me with that. I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Yeah.
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Right? Is that what you're driving at? That's exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? If Mr. Unguard was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. So it's either you saw somebody in the costume, or you saw the guy. Oh, that's right. The nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. Why would he do that? It makes more sense for him not to do that, because, like, fingerprints. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that. However, there's one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to talk and relax with the victim about the stage show. Relax, talk with with the victim about the... Why would he do that? No, they didn't like each other, so why would they hang out? What the fuck? Which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes. I've heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? There are no problems. There is a contradiction. Think about it one more time. Well, they're claiming that he came over with the knife with the intent to kill, so how could these two things, you know, there's a contradiction. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling on about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Angard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. This knife, this was used by Mr. Angard at dinner. Yes, we've established that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant had held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. Sorry, I was like, how the fuck do I say this? Judge Wagner is an insane name. I forgot to read that earlier, and I agree. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't have been all over like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order, I say, order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? To frame Matt Angard. To frame my client, Mr. Angard, of course. To frame? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? We just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Ugh. Witness.
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Jipu?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Angard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then, who were you waiting around for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida, am I correct, witness?
The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. I think she was trying to see that girl. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corita. Maybe. Phoenix. Maybe that Old Bag was waiting around for that person. If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Old Bag? You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? This one, weren't you? Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Unguard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is... Ah, I see. The judge seems to be really into this article, if it could be called such a thing. He loves his little gossip, for real. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's Adrian Andrews without a doubt?
The witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I've got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Me when I lie, me when I go on the internet, I tell lies. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this, however, I simply cannot let this point slide. I see. Very well then, witness. Please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is gonna take the wind out of you youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10-year-olds. Secret information. Damn, she's coming out the gate mad as hell.
That on guard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So, to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody but you and me know yet, okay?
Yeah, and nobody will know, plus all of these people in the courtroom. The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And as it they're saying, the truth is never pleasant.
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and have found that the truth of the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, and this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh, great. Okay.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right. On guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Oh my gosh. Well, as the old saying goes, you've got to burn old bags with fire. Do they say that, Phoenix? Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. He's such a loser. Okay. Vanguard is one evil man. Sure. He thought he could ruin Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager. A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I was asking I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. I was asking what the scandal was. Even I know that much.
Well, the on-guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
Okay, that didn't really fucking get me shit. Oh, and this is top secret. Nobody else but me and you know. What do you mean by that? Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole in my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? Press further, present evidence, wait and see. Do I have evidence? How in the world did that old bat get in such a secret place, such a secret piece of information? I mean, we've got this. We've got the tabloid magazine thingy. We've got the camera that was stolen that night. Is it? I mean, it does make sense, right? I mean, who's gonna be able to get away with stealing easier than, like, literal security guard of the place? So did she use the camera? Or not use the camera, but did she steal the camera, look through it, and see the photos? Maybe she purposely stole the cameras because she knows that Lottie is, like, writing a story. Right? Right? That's the only thing I can think of. So what else do we have? Yeah, a secret piece of information. Because, like, the only reason... Like, the only thing that only she would be able to know is this. Because, obviously, it's Lottie's camera and she hasn't put it out yet. I guess I'll try presenting evidence. Actually, wait. Can I save? So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, right? If that's true, then why do you know it, old bag?
Oh, why are you looking at me like that? Stop that.
Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Oh. The camera? Do I need to present it again? Because what else would I... I guess I just press it again, right? The investigative reporter Lotta Hart. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she'd written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Oh, that's it. That's the note.
Ah. No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you're the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself, on guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Pooh, you believe me, don't you? Ugh. I was only trying to help out like the angel I am.
She's a freak. That's what she is.
I'm only one little piece of paper. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
That's not true. You took the camera tuned into. You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? No. Pile on more pressure. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I'll have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow on to the prosecution. Witness. You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. And I can prove it. With this. Oh my god. Can you please stop? With this! Camera, again. Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera missing. It was kind of sad, but also a little funny. Hold on, I'm stirring my drink. Sorry, I'm doing it directly into the microphone. She kept saying something like, my sweetie, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Why, witness.
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know.
He stole on Free Balloon Day.
I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire.
Slimebag.
When I saw that, I knew I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
No, it's not, bro. You're annoying, buddy. Who invited you here? Like, damn. Okay.
I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff, check the camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Lotta's photo added to the court record. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Bro, how much longer do you think this trial is gonna be? I'm getting a little sheepy. I kind of want to wait for like a good breaking point, so I'm like holding out. I feel like I'm at the end, but I don't know. I mean, not like the end, but like I feel like like a break is coming soon. I hope so, anyways. Because like we just got these like pictures. I feel like there's no way we can finish this trial like in an in-game day. Like I feel like we need more evidence. Like we don't look at what's in our inventory. We have like one slot and like kind of like partial of another. Like, there's no way this is all the evidence we have. Like, I don't believe it. It does kind of feel like you're reaching a breaking point, right? Especially with this music. What does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Angard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is the defendant. That's not true. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. No. Chill. No, chill. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and below it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. Okay, that sounds like if I die, I'm like donezo. So I'm gonna save again. Just in case. I fuck up. I mean, it can't be him. We know it can't be. This photo that Lotta took, there's something strange with it. There has to be. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyways, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Okay, wait, hold on. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now then, let's hear your objection. Okay, guys, we're gonna need to study the shit out of this picture, okay? Okay, so let's just start from the bottom and, like, work our way down, right? Okay, so there's a black bit here, there's a door, there's a pole with a flower pot on it, okay, the floor, wall, let's look at the head, the hair, the head, I don't even know, like, what should I be looking for? Flowers over here, this is over here, This is over here. Gloves. I have no idea what's I don't remember what he's supposed to look like. I have no idea. It doesn't help that I feel like I don't remember what he... Are the pant legs supposed to be that scrunched up? True, it is kind of like long. And if it was made for him, it should fit him, right? Should I just click here? Maybe he's shorter than he's supposed to be. I think you're right. I'm just gonna click on here because it is scrunched up. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. Yeah, I did save. I did save. What are you pointing to? His ankles? Oh god. Did we fuck up? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. Wait. Wait, you might have called it Black Blue. You might have had it. Hi, Ultra. Nearly missed an AA stream. We're like almost. As soon as we get a chance to pause, we might. So you're catching a little bit at least. How are you, Ultra? How are you? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costumed person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. I'm just too goated. I'm great. I finished uni completely today. Yeah, let's fucking go. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai poster. Oh, wait, you can see his feet. Please pay attention, particularly to the area around the bottom of the Hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. He's got his toes out. No, I'm kidding. Exactly. However, in this photo, this bit's short. The Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his... Oh, I guess he is. Maybe. His, Hakama just, up just to walk. There is only one explanation for this. And what is that? Mr. Phoenix, right? There's only one explanation for this. Do I need to accuse a certain somebody now? Is it time? Can I finally accuse her? The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not met on guard, then what? Then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this. What? Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing the nickel samurai costume? Listen, it's the person I've been calling since day one, brother.
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah, why is he so calm? I don't like it. Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is this person in the photograph?
Look at this photograph.
Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Unguard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ungard that night. And how does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. How are you enjoying Edge Raw? Edgeworth being back. Listen, I think it's great that he came back just in time for Pride Month. He planned it, bro. Happy Pride! It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ungard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon? Why don't you just say what you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. Dude, you totally can turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Actually, funny you mention it. It's June 1st, and I suddenly started feeling the urge to play a Ace Attorney again. See, I told you, bro. It's them calling you. Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Okay. Alright, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means the trial will go on for another day.
One more day. If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... Now then, shall we set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow? Well, what am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn court. Well, I guess we have to raise an objection then, right? I guess so. Now then. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony to... Hold it! I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. But... we cannot continue to... We cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Tisk. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. What do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? What?
What is the meaning of all your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Very well. You will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. Here, I guess this is where you guys vote. Do we take a 10-minute recess? And by 10-minute recess, I mean pick this up a different day. Or do we push through and do this interview, or do this this thing with Adrian Andrews? What do you think? That seems like a good time to stop. I think so too. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Bonk. To be continued. I would love to save. Thank you.
I'm not reading this right now. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
Return to the title screen. Yes. Sorry, I love Ace Attorney music. It's so good. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. Let me switch you over to the ending screen and give you the lo-fi. Let me give you some lo-fi. Oh, a new song's about to start. I hope it's a good one. I can't hear it. There we go. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Like I said, next stream will be tomorrow with whatever I decide to play. And if you've not hit the follow button, hey, make sure to do so and share with all your friends, because you know they want to see this amazing content. Make sure you check out the Discord, Grim Hotel, and YouTube, all that stuff, link below, or exclamation points commands, which you can also see below. And yeah, I'm tired. So I hope you guys have a great night. And until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see ya. Bye.